All right, good afternoon. Let's see how the volume is here. Hello, F. Kitty. Hi, Charles. Was good to see you again. Thank you for yesterday coming up. That was amazing. Let's see here. Where are we? A lot of things open here, so give me a moment. Oh, there we are. That's some background. I think it's 528 hertz. Just a stress reliever. Hi, F. Kitty. Good to see you. Super patch. Yeah, sounds interesting, doesn't it? It's a wonder. Everybody's going to want it. Of course, we'll get into that in a few minutes. Hi, Mary. We'll let some people roll in. It's a beautiful chemtrail day today. They were leaving us alone for a few days. I thought Bill Gates ran out of money to cloud up our skies, but he's managed to come up with a few extra dollars and put something up there. Thank you, Mr. Gates, or whoever else, Soros or whoever, WEF, government, whatever entity is putting that up there. Kind of sounds like something you need a cream for. Yeah, smart patch. Or what is it? No, super patch. Sorry, I keep calling it smart patch. Do you know why? Because it is one of those smart technologies. I kind of get confused. It's an interesting thing. So, disclaimer, this is for learning purposes only. We are just discussing the super patch. And what it does. It is an actual product, so we'll be showing some commercials. You should appreciate that. Yeah, so it should be fun. Hi, Mary Wins. I'm going to put up the invite button. Before I play anything, those of you that I thought Alexander might be by, we'll send him an email. I want to get some people's reactions up here on panel, so let's see here. Wanted to get Alex's responses too. This is just a wonderful device. Let's see. Compose to Alex. Show is on. Come by. There we go. We'll see if you end up getting that. Hi, Tony. Good to see you. From the Republic of Ireland. Nice. So how's the weather where you guys are? Are you guys getting good chemtrails? Are they spending the money, you know, not cheaping out? Hi, Pamela Jean. Good to see ya. Oh, yeah. Well, wait till you see what they have, Scotty boy. Wait till you see what they have. It's beautiful. Well, hold on, F. Kitty. Don't judge so quickly. You don't know that. I haven't said any of that yet. Nobody said that. They're spending their money there in Ireland. Nice, nice. Can you see the sun at all? I hear they've really kind of cheaped out. We only have like half coverage. You know, it's just kind of a light gray. um, they really haven't put the effort in. Don't need a blanket either. For okay. All right. Well, let's get into this. This is some good stuff here. So, let's share this. How the smart patch works. I'm going to slow it down a bit. They do go a bit quick. I don't know if that's going to mess up the sound really bad, but it should sound okay. Just so we can hear it. And that'll take it off of their quality and hopefully make it more playable for us.
Super Patch is the most advanced wearable technology in the market, with 15 plus years of research and development. Super Patches are 100% drug-free, non-invasive, and backed by science. Our skin absorbs and transmits information from many different types of stimulation. Every physical, emotional, and psychological function has a corresponding neural code or message in our brain that controls and regulates it. Due to factors such as injury, stress, genetics, etc., these neural codes can get
Definitely not our
disrupted,
son.
leading to poor health, wellness, and performance. At Super Patch, we've decoded these neural messages that manage the neural control of physical, emotional, and psychological functions. Every single Super Patch has a unique pattern of ridges in it, similar to a QR code. When these ridges come in contact with our skin, the receptors in and around our skin send a message to our brain, which then decodes it. This intricate pattern of ridges is known as vibrotactile technology, or VTT for short. When the patch stimulates the skin receptors, it generates and sends a very complex signal to our brain to correct the specific neural codes that may be disrupted. The effects are almost immediate, so you focus less on overcoming wellness and quality of life challenges and more on living a happier and healthier life. Whether it's improving your sleep, enhancing your sports performance, or unlocking other life-enhancing benefits,
You see what they can do?
Super Patch has you covered. Try Super Patch today and start your health and wellness journey. www.superpatch.com.
Okay. So now I will refer you back to, here we go. Let's go right there. There it is, right up front. So what they're claiming is they're using the non-invasive methods, right, here on the side, but they're accessing the invasive through, let me open this up. right here. So let's take a look at their little tickety-boos and see what they can do here. So they're basically taking a nanosensor, similar to a graphene-based sensor. It's just a particle that they can manipulate electrically and sense things off electrically. So what can they do? They can do EEG, EOG, ECG, EMG, physical, non-invasive. That's just on the skin. How do they do that? Well, they have several ways. There's not just one way. They could have nanosensors in you, but they really don't need that. Your blood has iron, your tissue. They can use your bones and pretty much every part of you, because we're so filled with water. Make a great antenna. So what they'll do, see, they're claiming that they can do neural stimulation, right? Which is inside the body. We can see that right there on the invasive applications. They also said they can improve your performance, your physical performance. Here we are, muscle stimulation. They have mapped out all of our movements. They have mapped out all of our brainwave patterns. They're wrapping them right now. Hi, Scotty boy. Hi, G. I'll put up the link again I forgot to put that up. So then we think about, how do they do it? Well, with nanosensors, even with regular sensors, just aerosol, they put that in the air and it floats down to your skin. And then it activates sensors, receptors in your body and starts setting up a network. I recently had an event that made me lose like 33 pounds. Wow. But you're right there, Pamela. For us to do this, so say they're just using that thing to stimulate your body. They can do that. So what they're doing is stimulating nodes and setting up networks in your body to get to your brain. They're going to change your brain patterns. We'll go back and we'll watch it one more time, because I love watching that. That's almost like a horror movie to me. I have another video to show you, very similar. Where are we here? Oh, yeah. I have to go back.
Drug-free, non-invasive, and backed by
Let me turn the volume up a bit.
Our skin absorbs and transmits information. Super Patch is the most advanced wearable technology in the market, with 15 plus years of research and development. Super Patches are 100% drug-free, non-invasive, and backed by science. Our skin absorbs and transmits information from many different types of stimulation. Every physical, emotional, and psychological function has a corresponding neural code or message in our brain that controls and regulates it. Due to factors such as injury, stress, genetics, etc., these neural codes can get disrupted, leading to poor health, wellness, and performance. At Super Patch, we've decoded these neural messages that manage the neural control of physical, emotional, and psychological functions. Every single Super Patch has a unique pattern of ridges in it, similar to a QR code. When these ridges come in contact with our skin, the receptors in and around our skin send a message to our brain, which then decodes it. This intricate pattern of ridges is known as vibrotactile technology, or VTT for short. When the patch stimulates the skin receptors, it generates and sends a very complex signal to our brain to correct the specific neural codes that may be disrupted. The effects are almost immediate, so you focus less on overcoming wellness and quality of life challenges and more on living a happier and healthier life. Whether it's improving your sleep, enhancing your sports performance, or unlocking
Hey,
other life-enhancing benefits, Super Patch has you covered. Try Super Patch today
just
and
one
start
piece.
your health and wellness journey. www.superpatch.com.
What'd you think of that, Alex?
I don't know. Hey John, how you doing?
Good.
Everybody in the chat, blessings. Uh, I don't know. They say
So
backed
they,
by science, by which science? Bill Gates science? You know?
yeah, well, yeah, they say they can improve your mood, improve your health, improve your physical performance. They got a lot of improvements there. Um, the funny part of that, is that all of these improvements, they've decoded the neural net, so they've mapped our brains, right? They're telling us they've got all the controls. They tell us right there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they can regulate. Nice, you know. So it's basically what they want to do completely is just get into the human body and take control. And they're using this. See, I don't know if this patch is even necessary, or if it's just like proprietary uh, branding to license the signal. Because we've all got a MAC address, so they have to license the MAC address to log into your body somehow. Because I don't think they'd be able to buy it. They're $30,000 a piece. Yeah, and that wouldn't be financially viable. So this company is leasing these, probably, most likely, leasing your MAC address and using this patch as like like a mark Cain, hey, I accept the mark, get into my body. Or it could be that the patch is necessary using the vibro technology, which they can transmit quite easily, and put it into our bodies.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. About this, I didn't know they had this type of patches technology, but yeah, it's basically so they control your body. They don't want you to be in control of your body. They want to control your body. They know apparently what's best for your body. Yeah.
I'll pop a link to that in chat.
I saw that the apple vinegar. Apple vinegar I found out is very good for you. Have multiple uses for it. But
Hmm.
this what
Good
you
for
call it?
heartburn.
Yeah, but the one now brag the wait, let me see here.
Yeah,
I
brags
think
with mother. Yeah,
yeah, brag. That
good.
that company is was bought by the singer pop star forgot her name, but her husband, she and her husband bought the company, and now they're in partnership with Bill Gates, and
Hmm.
they're what they're adding in that product is like residue of different type of oil, and which is harmful, which is banned in the Europe,
Hmm.
and apparently those causes heart disease, heart problem.
Oh wow.
So yeah, the brand, how you say, apple vinegar, I wouldn't buy it. They're taking over.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Good to know. Thank you. Yeah, because I do take that stuff, and I have a bottle of Bragg's right in the fridge right now, guaranteed.
yeah. So yeah, they've been replaced. They've
Yeah.
been replaced. So
Let's check the
awareness.
volume on this one. Here we go. Watch this. Let's go.
Watch this.
Authentication is irritating. This is a developmental system.
Oops. Where are you going?
Made by.
There you go. Look at how great and marketable it is. You just put on this patch and we're going to make you feel good. Hey?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they're making it look all nice. It's the same with a tattoo that has the RFID chip in it, because a lot
Mm-hmm.
of people generation want tattoos, so they want to make it cool, so it's more for the youth they will take it because it's part of the cool right
Mm-hmm.
thing to do. Yeah, just brainwashing.
I hope not. I hope people can get how this technology is working. Good music always. Okay, thanks. And decide not to take it because of the absolute submission really it gives, you're just it's like taking the mark of Cain. You're asking them to control your thoughts and actions. You're just basically asking them to change my mind, rewrite my neurons, because what they'll do is they'll transmit a new neural recording to you, right? And if you transmit that enough, it may rewrite your neural net. Hi, Crystal Shaman. In fact, I don't know if it wouldn't do it right away, depending on what type of power levels, nanotech, other things that they've implemented. It's a possibility just to rewrite the human brain.
Huh. Let's say a person is filled with the nanobot. If
Yeah.
you shoot like a EMP on that
Well,
person,
they'd fry. They would
they,
fry.
yeah.
Yeah, that would be really bad because all that nanotech would heat up and burst cells and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Crystal Shaman. Good to see you. Hi, Off the Hook. Yeah, that's called a lobotomy. What they do is they just get it in your brain there and fire it all up, and boof, you got a lobotomy. And then they can
Damn.
probably repair and restructure your brain to what they want.
Damn.
Yeah, the closest I've heard of them actually getting into a person's brain, well, we have brain to skull voice technology. That's not a real complicated thing. That's just a vibratory signal sent in a directional manner. But there were people before the pandemic, during the pandemic, who heard in their heads, apparently, I only heard this second or third hand information, it's okay, just take it, or something like that. It was like 5 words. What was it? It's okay, just take it. Yeah, that was it. It's okay, just take it, referring to medications and stuff. There were reports of several people all hearing the same thing in their head and not thinking it's their own thoughts. But so that's kind of still shows a level of separation from our minds to this electronic system that we still have, hopefully.
Yeah, I know. I heard about that. They putting like voices in head. It could come 2 ways. Could be schizophrenic, or you're tapping into other frequency or hearing.
Yeah.
But apparently, they have devices also that can do that, and they target you people that they want to make crazy, or
Yeah.
they call them TI, target individuals.
Yeah. Well, if you let them set up this technology, and you can have person to person mind communication without any headset or anything. What apparently their goal is to set up a small AI system inside your body. So you got like Alexa in there, and it'll pretty much do everything. So that's their eventual goal, apparently. So that's There's targeted individuals. They're harassed, I think, for long periods of time, and they can use like the Lily wave on them. They've used that since the 70s. That's like an emotional feedback system. That works through the wiring in your house. So they've had that around forever. So they can target these people, but they've moved on from just that and most of these people seem to get a visit a couple of weeks before they do their shootings from secret agencies, which is weird. All right. Hi, G.
Yes.
Hey. I
Hey,
just
G.
wanted to come on and say I already have a super patch right here.
Yeah.
Don't need to
Oh, that's
look.
cool.
Yeah, a little bongy super patch.
That's a nice super patch.
Yeah, it's easy to
Yeah.
clean. I love this because it's just easy to clean.
Nice.
Yeah.
I need to get one of those.
Yeah.
Scotty's.
Yeah.
So what do you think of the super patch?
Well, we, from experience, have watched, I'm sure many of us, science fiction movies. And it always starts out with this, this neuralink, this thing that you put on you, and then it turns horribly bad in every movie. So I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's the usual pattern.
Yeah. So here we go. Black Mirror.
Yeah, no, you're right. Some people are saying that actually Google is like the Skynet, and the movie Terminator and Matrix, they were written by the same person actually. The Terminator movie plays first, and then the Matrix. And the original name of the Matrix movie was it was written by a Black American lady that fought Hollywood because they took her book over and they didn't reward her, and it took her 20, 30 years, but she won the case. Her name is Sophia Stewart, and the original name of the Matrix was called The Third Eye. The Third Eye. That was called the movie.
Interesting. Good data. Yeah, and I just have to also say it is a really sad time that we live in when it comes to ideas. The people who come up with them get ripped off all the time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Some corp comes in, steals your idea. What do you do? How do you fight them in court, with expensive lawyers? Anyway, just
Good luck.
Yeah, sidetracked on that one. But getting back to having these things, yes, go ahead.
This is Skyborg because you said Skynet. This is Skyborg. This is what the U.S. has.
Oh.
Is it like a confusion?
It's like the lavender system. You can see where I was just showing you this image here. You see
CGI.
All these nodes? These are all nodes, right? They've shaped them like the human brain. But what they're saying is they're mapping an area, right? With all the various nodes, all the W-band nodes, wide body area network nodes that they can use as sensors and receptors, right? So this is all combined with aerial technology, right? To map out an area, find every target like they're doing right now in Gaza. They're telling people that what they're doing is they're targeting like metadata off their phones and their computers, and that's how they're targeting people, which is absolutely ridiculous because somebody could pass a phone to a friend or something. They're probably using our MAC addresses, lacing the place with nanotech, like they're doing to us all the time in the skies, and then mapping the area, getting everyone's MAC address. They could probably pick and choose which person they wanted quite easily and succinctly, but that's not what they're doing. They're just blanket bombing the entire area. So yeah, there's a whole fleet of Skyborg coming for you. Skyborg Unleashed, incredible future fleet of AI fighters dominates the skies. And they'll be mapping too. They're not just going to run around and bomb shit. They're going to like map over you and map your brain signals and look for pre-crimes. And oh man, it's going to be great.
Wonderful. Having these droney things, mindless, by the way, and can be hacked. Just saying.
Yep.
You know, I mean,
probably all with Chinese chips in them, Chinese chipsets. You know,
of course. Yeah.
There have to be.
They do not think these things through. I just want to say hi to everyone in chat. I saw Charles. I saw London.
Hi, Nina.
Nina. I wish she'd come up. I love her quips.
Well, there's a link in chat up there. Paula, anyone else wants to come up who I know and like? You have to meet those two criteria.
No kidding.
Not talking to just getting back. Hi, Chloe. So you can get your super patch, put that on, and maybe you'll get what they'll do is they'll probably have those people that are paying their subscriptions immune from disease. They'll start transmitting all the diseases to us, and then they can flip-flop it, you know. Oh my God, you know. Keep us coming and going.
No, I'm serious when I say I'm waiting for the day that there's a Neuralink that you put on to control your vacuum cleaners and stuff as you're doing the house. Something like that. That's how they get you. They start.
Oh yeah, that's done already too.
Oh, good grief. Yep, that's how they get you.
That's done. You can buy a device for that. My gold shirt is drying in the bathroom right now. I put another coat of paint on it.
All those things are going to make the people more lazy, you know. They don't going to have no drive to do nothing. They're just going to sit and the AI will do everything for them. They don't do no thinking or nothing.
Yeah. Well, that's Yuval Harari's dream, right? He said that, humans and AI will integrate in biodigital convergence. Your government probably has a program for that too. And what he says is that eventually, over time, the computer will do more and more thinking for the human being to the point where there is no more human thinking. It'll all be AI.
Yeah.
And then they won't need the humans. Why? If you're not doing anything, if the robot or whatever's doing it.
Yeah. Well, robots are rather expensive to replace, right? See, we keep thinking that they're going to go all to robots, but if they can just give you a digital lobotomy, rewrite your brain, make you into a servant, whatever, a worker, concubine, whatever, program you, just program you. Put the butterfly club, those programmed butterfly people that have been through MK Ultra, right?
Yeah,
well, basically the same. Yeah, it's the same thing but better because they're never going to be unpredictable because you're programming them.
Yeah. I imagine they are more advanced with that technology, with the Manchurian candidate, with the programming in the subconscious mind.
Yeah, like they do it now with their nanotech. They grow nanotech, right? So, why not just grow people, put some nanotech in them, and take control right from the start, Hey, Charles, good to see you. Oh, Wandering Word.
Hi.
You want to be Wandering Warrior or Charles?
Either one. Charles is cool. Alex, Max, smoking in G Sharp. How's everyone doing today?
Good, good. Monarch,
Good.
yeah.
It's a beautiful day today. 85.
Have they spent money on your clouds? Did you get your money's worth out of your tax dollars and get your chemtrails?
Let's see.
No.
Not today.
Oh man, they really cheaped out on you.
For the last 4 days, they've been really pumping it out. So today, they
Yeah,
decide let the metal set in, give them a break.
nice. Okay, that's good. That's good. Yeah, they cheaped out on us last week and didn't give us our money's worth of chemtrails. So this week they're making. I think they're going to make up for it this week. I hope. Maybe they saved up a little cash.
Have you heard about Tennessee, Max, where they made a law where they're not allowed to do that over the state? One state. They could just go next door.
Yeah, I have heard that. I think that's awesome. I think Pamela Jean had a great idea about rewrite that comment for me there, Pamela Jean, about not being allowed to put things in our body, on our body. They shouldn't be allowed to be touching our bodies. This is at least past the skin. That's mine. Get the fuck out.
Mm-hmm.
Something behind the chemtrails. No, those are for you. They're sensors. They're sensors. Yeah.
Well, there's a list of shit in the chemtrails. It's not
Yeah.
there's a list of
Yeah,
things.
sensors would be one of them. So because
lithium,
yeah,
thorium.
there's many different things they can use for sensors. They could use diamond dust, carbon, your blood, many, many, many things. Almost anything that's metallic. If they can get a charge to it and flip its
But
pole.
at least the people are waking up to it. There's still some people that don't believe in chemtrails that think it's normal.
Yeah.
But Tennessee, which is a dragon state, which here we are in dragon year, they're in their power. I think they passed a law last to ban spraying from chemtrails on top of their state. So I think that's just going to be opening door for other states to follow. That's not fully corrupt. So we'll see, But people are waking up to it, so that is good.
There's the agreement between Canada and U.S. relating to exchange of information on weather modification activities.
Yeah, they're saying it's good for us. They need to do it to block out the sun or something to that extent. Now it's good for us.
Yeah, so you can tell me it's not real, but there's the government doing it. So
Weather modification. Hey, you can ask also Bill Gates why he has a company that's for weather modification. He
yep,
has a
private
company
companies do it too. Yeah, and all they have to do, according to the agreement, is just report what they pumped into the sky and what the results were on the weather. Nothing else, and barely any of them do that. They probably just have a rubber stamped, explanation for what happened and what they did, and they just apparently half the time most of them don't even put that information in. So
No, well,
they might not even know what they're dumping on you at all.
They'd have to do it on a daily basis because that's what they're doing on a daily basis.
Yeah.
That's a bit much paperwork.
Yeah. I found out recently, take me out, because I have a favorite top that I wore over and over during my attack that is missing. Drake. Okay. Oh, there we go. So yeah, I love this technology. I like that they're putting it out there and telling people what they're doing. finally in a fun and exciting way with little advertisements. Where are we going here? Hold on. I wanted to show you something else about this.
Well, this just showed that most or every disaster, that, for example, with hurricane, could have been prevented because they had the technology to stop it or to weaken it, but they didn't. They let it
No,
happen.
in fact, they intensified it, like Hurricane Ian, Real BP Earthwatch went, tracked all the radar data over the time of the earthquake, the tornado, and you could see that they were chemtrailing in front of it. He caught a couple of times they were hitting it with what looked like energy waves from Antarctica or somewhere south. Yeah, they really amplified that thing right from the beginning down in the south.
Okay.
So this is actually the Super Patch Company's website, so you can look at all their great products. See, they're going to give you, what do they got here? They have focus, peace. Oh, they're going to give you peace, are they? Freedom, liberty, defend. Ooh. Kick it. Oh, these are fun, exciting names, eh? Victory. Oh, there's a joy patch.
Mm-hmm.
There's an REM patch, and I can't read the last one. Ignite.
Yeah, very youth oriented.
Oh,
and the
yeah.
colors and
This
the
is
music and
so
yeah.
exciting.
Yeah.
Let's see, testimonials probably. Battle for the Brain. The Millhouse X Super Patch on. Oh my God. So they're going to fix all of your neurological problems. Let's see what kind of videos they have here.
Max, do you think you were mentioning how technology is going to make people, or I think that was Alex. He said it's going to, it's making people lazier. But I think a lot of this tech is also recording everything we do, self-learning.
It is. Yep. It's tracking our movements, brain waves, a lot of our blood pressure, gut biome, everything, and recording that constantly. Yeah, they are. Like you've with the Doppler radar system, that's pretty much used to track your movements forever since you've been born. Oh,
Wow,
there's Nina.
That.
There we go. Hey, how you guys doing?
Hello, how you guys doing?
Blessing.
Hey. Glad to see you both up here.
I don't know. I think it's more than I'm supposed to be allowed to have, but that's cool. No, maybe not. No, 6.
Yes, 6 I think is the maximum now, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
6 and a share screen. That's cool.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think of the Super Patch? Wonderful technology or a way to control you?
Control.
Or something else?
There's nothing free or sovereign about it.
Now, are we buying into the system now and like getting the benefits of the system after they've sat there for 50 years and just damaged our DNA, raped our bodies for antennas and all that? Suddenly they've got a solution for all that stuff that people don't know was being done to them. Isn't that great? Isn't that freaking great?
They have the solution. It's wonderful. Yeah.
Most people don't have focus or a good short-term memory because that has a wireless radiation is just buggering up your memories all the time and your short-term memory.
Yeah.
And they're going to sell you a patch to give you focus. Isn't that nice? So they've figured out all the ways to damage you, and now they're going to sell you little patches to that you get to use once, and then you have to buy another one, right?
Well, remember that game of Mercy?
Yeah.
The Mercy game where they torture you, and there was even like a game. It was kind of like arm wrestling, And as soon
yeah.
as you cry mercy, then, everything gets better and the pain goes away. And that's what they're doing.
Hmm. Yeah.
It's kind of like a double thing here. Obviously, usually there is more than one agenda to anything.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, it's a way for them to cash in on. Yeah. So first they went and
Hi,
damaged us.
Chloe.
Now they got the solution, right, to fix
Have a
it.
good day.
And we've been doing that for years, though, buying supplements for this and supplements for that, trying to,
Yep.
better ourselves. So of course they're going to cash in on that. But also a patch. Now, who's to say that they don't put other stuff in there? So if you don't want to take the, what, well, you're going to get it in here anyways. You know what I mean? We're getting in the food, we're getting in this, we probably, maybe in other supplements too. Who knows what they're putting in there? We don't know.
Well, once you give them access, it's a unique QR code. Once you give them access that gives them access to your MAC address. From there, they can do anything they want. But what they're doing is reading the barcode. It looks like a fingerprint, but it's a QR code. And then they're deciphering which program to send your body out of that connection. You have to use your phone to connect the smart patch to their database. So you take a picture of the smart patch, I guess it's like a QR, and you send it to them, and that hooks you up. And then they get into your MAC address and basically take control. Hi, Tony.
Well,
good to see you.
I guess you're giving them permission then if you're doing that, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Do whatever they want with you then at that point.
Yeah.
If you're that stupid that you would hook yourself up to a smart patch, I mean, there's not much hope there anyways. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, and what they're doing is probably
right
leasing
into the laboratory and
yeah,
move in, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. I mean, a lot of us are getting it unintentionally, like say the food, the air that we're breathing, the water. There's a big thing about the water right now. So it turns out they are just amping up the fluoride, not taking it out,
Yes. Well, when you go to a dentist and you get numbed up now, guess what?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they
I've had
stuck it in there, did they?
They did.
Bastards. Good thing I stopped going to the dentist. Haven't been for a long time. My teeth haven't been better, by the way, since I started grounding. I don't get, the buildup of fuzz on your teeth. Doesn't happen near as bad. I think that it has a good effect on that. So, yeah, I don't think I'll ever be going back. So.
Well, thanks for telling me that now that I've had 2 implants put in.
Yeah, I've lost 5 teeth to it. To this EMF radiation.
So I've been paying the big bucks getting the implants now. Oh, I am. Yeah. We'll just have to hope
get yourself grounded. Girls should get a bracelet like this or something. That'll keep you grounded. My wife wears one.
Yeah.
Nice.
I need to get to the dentist, so I'm not happy about what I just heard.
Yeah. No, it's
it's everything. It's every part of your life they're fucking with.
Yeah,
every part of it.
But you have to tell them not to use fluoride then,
Yeah, I told them not
to.
When I went, I wouldn't take the fluoride at all.
Yeah, me too. I'm
They
all for
probably
that.
had it in other products though.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The tongue depressors. I'm serious.
It's funny how the hygienist, she agrees with me when I say no fluoride, that it's not good for. She agrees. They know. All right.
Yeah, my hygienist agreed too because she knew I'd walk out the door, and not pay and not come back.
No, they don't know.
Right.
Most of them don't know. They're brainwashed. What they get in school is fluoride is good for you, good for the teeth, but they don't know. I had discussion with a lot of dentists. I asked them about the history of it. If they know about the Nazi camp that they use it there, they say no. Then I asked them, okay, why is it if fluoride is so good for you? Why is it is the #1 ingredient in rat poison? None of them could answer me.
Yeah.
Ooh,
the old dentists, probably are, still brainwashed, haven't looked into it. But I find the young hygienists, they're in their 20s, they know. The younger people are waking up to this stuff now, I find. But they won't say anything because obviously, they don't want to get fired, so she goes along with it. But she knows, is what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. And that's unfortunate. That's society right there in a nutshell. A lot of people know, even those who look asleep, they know deep down, but they don't want to, because then all of a sudden there's going to be conflict. They have to actually stand up for something, or be noticed. Nobody wants that.
Christians.
Yeah, they just want to be left alone. Nobody look at me. I don't want to rock the boat. Right? That's humanity.
No, they
Well,
play it so they can get
Chuck.
along to have a paycheck. Yeah.
Same with
Where'd Chuck
same
go?
with religion. I bet you a lot of Christians know that it's all bogus, but you know what? They're going to go along with it. And I was somewhat a little bit like that myself, to be honest with you. You go there because that's where everything is happening. You got your fellowships and you got your groups after, in the evenings, and if you want to schmooze and with business and
There you
collaborate,
go.
everything
Ding,
is happening
ding.
at church. Yeah, so you go along with it, even though it's now you're not even worried about going to hell at this point, but you just go in there for whatever benefits. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Wow. Where'd Chuck go?
He just dropped off.
Well, I hope he drops back in.
His internet didn't sound that good. A lot of people are having internet troubles recently. They've improved it so much that we're now having trouble.
Yeah.
Well, he's blaming it on the solar flares, right? Oh, the solar flares, they're so bad now all of a sudden. The internet is all weird, right?
Yeah.
That's their excuse. Yeah, that's their excuse for hacking in and doing whatever.
Practicing with their systems, yep.
My computer did something weird the other night. All of a
There
sudden,
was a huge change in the energy I felt about 2 days ago. So I think they started up a new system.
something's going on for sure.
I felt it last week, like there was a Mandela effect reality timeline change. I experienced last week, Wednesday.
Could be.
Yeah, I think they're playing with the timeline too. Yeah, I saw this. I did some calculation in March, and now it's not. It doesn't align with March anymore. It aligns with June. I cannot explain it.
Yes.
Yeah, they were saturating the East Coast. They were saturating the East Coast with radiation for about a week. And that could be a possible way that they could do it to alter reality. Now, I don't know if they have to sustain it or if it fixes itself. That's the question.
No. Yeah.
Well, I know they have the Hadron Collider in Switzerland, but that's what all people are familiar with, the known one. But I know in US they have few on the ground also in US, more than one there.
Every
But
state
those are-
has at least one or two of their own.
Oh. Okay, that
You
I
can
don't know.
Google that. You can Google
Yeah,
that and
there's
find
a
out
few of them.
exactly.
Yeah, there's a few of them. Who knows what they're doing that they're not telling us about?
Well, yeah, exactly. If this is what they're telling us, what aren't they telling us?
Well, I know.
Jesus Christ. Holy shit.
I saw something yesterday about them transplanting heads onto different bodies.
I know. I sent
saw
that to
that.
Max.
Yeah.
So they're saying, "Oh, we'll have this ready in 8 years." You bloody well know they're already doing it. If they're telling us about it, they're already doing it. They've already done it successfully. So
They're
somebody's-
claiming they won't be able to do it for 8 more years, but clearly they're already doing it. Yeah.
What exactly? Putting like a human head on an animal body? That?
No, they're taking like your head off of you and putting it on like my body. And
Yeah,
making
so,
it
so
work.
if you're in a car accident and you're brain dead, they can then use your body to switch another person's head who say he's dying of cancer or something like that. Just take his head off, put it onto your body. Now, are we going to have a thing on our driver's license now then to say whether or not we consent to have our bodies being used that way? Like,
I don't think they're
donor bodies. Yep, donor bodies.
Wow, that's a whole. It gives transgenderism a whole new meaning.
Oh shit! Yeah. Now
Well, also we have made up here, so we have a ready supply of bodies in Canada. We've made
so I was
mint
going to say they actually
off of
brought
that. That's a cash cow there.
Oh my God.
You catch teenagers when they just broke up with their girlfriend, man. Like, because that day you can have them offed.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got to start a business, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe you should work on the business plan. This year, with the 8th year, it's good to work on the business. If you have a business idea, this is the year to do it, actually.
It is
Oh,
the year to
yeah.
do it. Yes.
Okay, yeah, start
Yeah,
up
Jupiter.
a
Jupiter
maid
just
Talk
moved in.
about
a maid support a maid intake service. Yeah, that was what we'll call it.
right. So you got a free body to use.
Yeah,
And then, so say, yeah, somebody wants to gender surgery. Well, instead of chopping off their bits, just
Yeah.
chop off their head instead. Yeah. So can you imagine you wake up next thing? Oh, I got a man's body now.
I mean,
Wow.
I mean,
Well, you know what? In that case, why don't we just experiment with those people and see how it goes? You know.
yeah, let
No,
some
but,
others
but,
go first.
You know. Yeah. Why
See how
not?
it works.
but this is
Maybe this is a
Frankenstein.
viable option for, you know, and that's what the rich people are doing this, right? They're hoping, because there's a lot of people in cryogenics right now. They paid a lot of money so that hopefully in the future they'll be able to do something and revive them, right? So I don't know.
Well,
Could they take their head off, put it on the
I don't
youngster?
know what they're describing, what y'all describing this Frankenstein shit. I know they've been doing that in
Yes.
underground
Yeah.
laboratory in
Yeah.
Dulce, New
Mhm.
Mexico. I don't know if that base is still active today. They're still doing that, but they've been doing that since the early 60s. They take people there and they do Frankenstein shit experiments on them.
But I don't
And
think they've been very
And then they do the
successful.
face-off thing. When they put your head on my body, then they'll take your face and take my face and then put your face on my face.
yeah,
yeah,
but I don't know why they do that. Well, they're doing the same what they were doing in Atlantis. That's why Atlantis went down. But I know they have another technology that they can take out your consciousness and put it in another body, like the movie Avatar. They have that
Yep.
technology already.
Yep.
And also with the quantum mad bath with rejuvenation. They have that.
Yep.
So they're just giving us their Frankenstein crap, basically.
Yep.
well, they could map your brain too and electrically rewire another person's brain to have your thoughts. Really wouldn't be you. It's kind of like uploading your brain to the net. It's not you, but yeah, brain transplant's really the best way, I think. They might have the consciousness transfer because the Chinese are trying to harvest the soul as an energy source, I've heard. So,
Damn.
yeah.
Damn, what the hell?
Imagine how many people they are killing to test that.
Just
I
when
was,
you didn't
I
think it
was
was going to get
thinking
any
the same
scarier.
thing.
You know,
Yeah.
I was thinking the same thing about the soul. What happens to that soul in that body? Because I do believe our soul, or whatever you want to call it, is right in our solar plexus.
Well, they have weigh it. It's 21 grams.
So, yeah, so by chopping off the head, you're not taking the soul with you. You know what I mean? So what happens to that soul? Is the soul gone then because it's
yeah.
dead?
There's neural nets throughout your body, really, throughout your muscle tissues. Your heart has a huge neural net in it, so it's not just the brain that has the memories, emotions, feelings, and connections. It's the rest of your body too.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So they've talked about that because there has been people who got an organ transplant, and they've said that all of a sudden they have talents and things that they didn't have before. Like whatever that other person was doing, like say knitting, all of a sudden they started knitting. They never knitted in their life, but you know what I mean. There's things like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely have memory.
Oh no, yes, all our organs store information about us.
Yeah.
They have done it also. Dr. Pete Peterson talked about it, that he did like a heart transplant, and the person, for example, didn't like pizza, and all of a sudden he liked pizza, and apparently the person that he got the transplant of like pizza, loves pizza, eats pizza almost every day. So yeah, each of our organs contains information of us, and just energy doesn't get destroyed, just transformed from one place to another. So when you take the organ, you're taking the person's information.
So imagine getting a
total
whole
recall.
body then. Imagine transferring the whole
Exactly.
body. Like the head is the only thing that's left of you,
Are
and
you
then
down
you
there?
get somebody else's
There's
body.
Morgan. Hi, Morgan. Welcome to the show.
Hey. Hello. Yeah. I found out that maid is torture First is sodium
Mhm.
pentothal to leave you paralyzed, that you can't
Yeah.
move or anything. Then the next drug is the one that causes your lungs to fill up, so that fixation,
Wow.
like drowning,
Yeah, like
slowly.
drowning.
And each person does it. And the thing is, even though they could do it a million different ways, like give them 2 match heads worth of parfentanil with a couple of Valiums. Like, you know what I mean? Like they could make everybody disappear in a beautiful dream for probably $2. Like, you know what I mean? Not of actual pharmaceutical drugs. There's absolutely no reason to be mucking around with smacking them over the head with the hammer, like or having them sit there drowning.
That's
Like,
terrible.
it's insane.
Yeah.
And by the way,
However,
to come back,
I
it's real.
have almost drowned before, and it was peaceful. It was peaceful. At first, you'll probably panic, but then it becomes peaceful.
That's
Yeah,
what they were.
sad.
Okay.
But
Thank
Because
you.
once you pass
I
out,
You're
appreciate
welcome.
that.
I think that's important to know. It becomes very peaceful.
okay, good to know. Yeah,
but the panic though
I
of
am
not being
glad.
able
I'm
doesn't
glad to know
sound
that.
great, but
No.
you know, I don't know if you would panic if you were just starting to drown in your own lungs.
That
Though.
was
Would
the
you panic?
Well, I
argument.
was drowning in a pool,
Or would
and
you, or would it
I
just be a
didn't even know I was
sensation?
drowning.
Yeah, probably just be like a sensation.
I just
Yeah,
felt very at peace.
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, okay. I've rescued here 3 people. Well, 2 people in the ocean, one person in the pool. I've rescued. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, I was at swimming class, and I bounced off into the deep end because I wanted to go make friends with this taller girl.
Yeah.
And I was just bouncing around, having a good old time. And then my mom pulls me up out of the pool and says I was drowning. And I was like, bitch, no, I wasn't. What the But I was drowning. It was very peaceful. So,
Okay.
Wild.
yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
I didn't even know I was drowning. I mean, I was probably 5. You know, it was early swim class, so you don't drown when you go to the lake. She loved to go to the lake, so we had to learn how to swim.
Cool.
But yeah, it was very peaceful.
Well, I'm glad to have that report because it's the only one I have. The other people are all dead.
Yes, yes.
That was the thing, right? I was like, you know, the report sounded very sound. The only thing was it lacked anybody that came back
Right.
in it to report
Right.
on it, because that's what I kept waiting for in the discussion, right? It's like, okay, and what people were like, oh no, that's absolutely what happened, something negative rather than what you now described.
Yeah.
There isn't. So it's just the one person's fear. What if the trip goes negative while they're going out, right? And she was just very wary of that because they can't give any signal. They can't do anything.
Right. Right. My advice is if they ever put you in that position against your will, don't fight it. Just let go, because they're going to put you out.
Oh, right.
And I think if you
Yeah.
fight it, you will suffer. You will suffer more. And so just
Right.
like let go and go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. That's exactly. And that's,
Yeah.
yeah, totally. But no, I'm really glad that you said that, because it was playing on my mind a little bit, right? So I'm glad to have that knowledge from some, because that's the thing, right? A lot of things we hear and we're like, I don't know anything really about that specifically, other than what I'm being told, like about something, and then to know somebody else saying, hey, I've actually taken that, and I was glad that the bartender said have that drink. I was glad that the doctor mixed those 2 chemicals and gave them to me. It actually worked out. Okay, great, because that makes a hell of a lot more sense than them deliberately torturing everybody that dies. Which was what was part of the argument, right? So I'm glad to not have another, like to have one more thing. Oh my God, right? Like,
Right. Yeah.
Like
Max,
I was hoping
I
it
can't
wasn't that they
really
were
see them.
deliberately hurting people when they were
Okay,
dying.
that says. Okay, so this is in COVID response by DARPA. I don't know why DARPA has a response to COVID. They shouldn't. But DARPA response previously, FDA approved drugs are a second option that could be immediately repurposed. I lost myself there. As effective treatments. It's a second option. So things like horse
Off-label
paste
use.
and stuff like that are second option to their recommended.
Right.
Everybody's lining up to give you what they want to give you and no other option. Just kind of pointing that out. That this is
Well,
DARPA.
something just
DARPA?
occurred to
DARPA is
me.
corrupt. DARPA is
Oh,
corrupt,
man.
and
Oh,
FDA is also corrupt. So,
yeah.
yeah.
But they're saying that it's okay to use that
As a
now,
sec-
the horse paste.
as a
And-
second option. As a second option.
But
Not-
What's their first?
Not the
that's
first
how-
What's their
option.
first? What
That's
came
how
out
they
in
roll, though.
2020? I guess
They
the
keep
thing for that. Yeah.
See, but it's
They
only
keep it
for
from-
it's only for their second option. Their first option is what you will be given.
Well, yes, but they still they've been keeping it from us, so that
Yep.
we'll want it, and then when we get it, it's going to be laced.
Probably.
I'm
Yeah.
That's a
There's
good
a
idea. That's a
heads
good thought. Yeah, probably.
Yes,
Well,
yes.
that's the thing. We don't know what's in these things, whether it be medications
right.
or patches or whatever it is. Yeah. We
Yeah.
can't trust that they're not going to sneak something in there,
Yeah, look at your
Yeah.
breakfast cereal. My God.
Yeah, I know. Exactly.
Yeah.
All the food we're eating. I mean, that we can't help, so to speak.
Yeah.
We don't, we didn't know, for
Yeah.
all these years that we were doing
Yeah,
it.
cinnamon toast crickets.
We all ate all its TV dinners and we didn't know, and then think of it, fluoride in the water and
Yeah,
whatever
but
they're spraying above and
Yeah, they're
yeah.
just spraying it from the skies and putting it in
Coincidentally,
your
in
food.
the drinking water, tap water. Coincidentally, the tap water in England, they just increased the percentage of fluoride in the water a few months ago. They increased
Yeah.
it. So they
We were
already
just
have
talking
it, but
about
they
that.
increased it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to be aware. Yeah.
I'm getting an extra 10%
For
for
my
sure.
good children.
Yeah. I drink distilled water, but how good their filters are, and they only take out only a certain percentage. Some does get through. So even with that, they're still going to get some in you, man.
Yeah, I know. Well,
Yeah,
what do you do?
You have to distill it and then add mineral to it.
Yep, I do. I have a mineralizing stick. It's just a stainless steel tube with a bunch of minerals in it.
No problem.
You throw it in the water, and it draws out all the minerals.
Why does it
Yeah,
need to be in the metal?
Huh?
Why does it need to be in the metal, in the steel or the whatever?
Just a
Stainless steel,
container.
right?
It could be in anything, but it's in stainless steel.
Okay.
That's non-reactive. That's why they use stainless steel.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes,
Will
stainless
you
steel is
send me
in magnetic
the
item.
website? Yes.
I just bought it at a store, at a health food store.
Oh, okay. I'll look it up later then.
Yeah. Just look up mineralizing stick for water.
I use a brand called Santa Via, and their filters to have the minerals in there, and that's the whole thing. Just
I tried
filtering
one.
it
I
out.
tried one of those. I had a Brita filter and an alkalizing filter and a mineralizer, and I have a water tester, so I can tell if there's particles still in there. And when you distill it and all that, it's still got particles in it.
Mhm.
Or sorry, when you try to filter it through all those filters, like I did 2 filter systems, and it still didn't come clean.
Mm. Well, it's still better than nothing,
Yeah, the
I guess
distilled is the best. Like it takes out.
Well, or if you have access to natural spring water,
Yeah, That would be the
Oh,
best.
that will be the best. I know we
Yeah.
have one here not too far from here, and they're all over the place. You can, I think, Google. There's a map where will show you where they all are. So look
the
in
natural
your
springs, right?
yeah, natural spring, and usually there's some kind of tap or something. So just bring your own bottles, you know.
Okay,
And go
yeah. And then to
Yeah.
test the pH, just bring a strip or whatever, right? Like,
Yeah, Nestle has bought up most of the ones in Canada, most of the natural springs in Canada.
Well, there's some. Like I said, I know
Yeah, there's still some. I know there are natural spring companies
Yeah.
that sell water here still.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Not
what
I
they
that
get.
they
found a
must-
couple on the beach. Well, you know what I mean? I just mean I've seen the water coming up out of the ground and realized that's, you know, that's forever. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's going to happen year after year after year after year.
I see what
And
you
they're just
mean.
there. Some of them aren't big enough to utilize, but they're working. And they're like, yeah, it's a small one. And it's like, but it's working. It's like, yeah,
Yeah.
there's not enough pressure on it, but it'll always work. You know what I mean? But they're smaller.
Mm. You know, somebody had a theory that that's why they built some of the larger structures in the past, was to put pressure on those springs and have them flow up. Even like the Great Pyramid could have been just for water diversion. The natural spring in the bottom of the pyramid, and they just put a whole ton of weight on it, and it sinks the land a bit, and that puts enough pressure to make the spring put forth water.
Huh. I'm digging it, man, because we know that there was that extra, that green area back in the day in Egypt, but then there was that area further down the Nile, or whatever, that got all green too, and they were like, this was made, and they can tell because of the soil there. Meaning they had to make that by diverting water off of the Nile.
Yeah.
Like a huge project of doing it, because they were, here's what I said, this isn't natural for there to be all of this greenery and agriculture and the soil to be this type here. And because they
deep,
were,
and it was deep, or yeah,
I forget. Like it was 2 feet deep, 2 feet deep of soil in Egypt, and it's a place you can farm along the Nile. And they were like, this was created in the last 1,000 years or whatever, or 1,500. You know, like they can't tell, but they're like, this was made in the last couple thousand years, sometime, and yeah, it wasn't because it's nowhere else. Just the soil starts here, and we know it was made for an agricultural project. And they think it was Joseph. They actually think it was Joseph, knowing that the 7 years of famine were going to come. So instead of, we need to artificially start growing and like you're ramping this up and then getting these into the storehouses. So it's really interesting.
That's what you do. It's called preparation.
Yeah, that theory I heard about the pyramids and other large structures like that. I heard from Paul Cook. Shout outs to him for that. If he got it from somebody else, shout outs to who he got it from.
Right. I'm going to say while it's on my mind real quick that if anything resembles living water here on Earth, it would have to be spring water. And I don't mean the bottled crap. I mean, if you can actually get to the spring yourself and bottle it yourself, then you will have living water.
Well, the right alkaline, everything, just perfect. Yeah, your body gains strength from it. Yeah, well, it does everything. It could even heal you. Like, especially if you do a fast and you're just drinking that water. You're going to get cleansed. They have the healing waters of the living spring. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And then if you want to kick it up a notch, you can put intention into your water as well, and bless it.
Speak to your water. Yes.
Get up,
do Dr.
Emoto's, get up and meet.
Do Dr. Emoto's thing and write a word on it. Yeah.
Oh, here we go. It's all the spring, natural spring.
Let's see. Grail Springs Retreat. Okay, I'm down here.
Well, you zoom in and see if there's one there close to you.
Can you get to
Cave Springs Conservation Area.
Whoa.
Natural spring.
Imagine making a series of waterfalls for healing. Like for bathing healing pools, right?
Yes.
In order to get the right amount of force on you. Yeah, and everything. You know what I mean? Like, because it gives you a massage as it's hitting you, right? As it's coming down. You get what I'm saying, right? Like it's a beautiful fountain. or a beautiful shower, a healing
Yes.
shower. Wow.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay, it looks like this comes out and fills up a lake.
Heck yeah.
It's not a big spring,
The
but
hot springs, those are nice too.
That's what
Yes,
the
hot
waters
springs.
do. It's a living liver. It's a living
Yeah.
liver.
could be. Yeah,
Wow.
artesianal wells, arteries.
The ones close
What
to here, I think they
holds
have, I
the
think,
minerals and everything?
yeah, they have them
Huh?
around where it's easier to fill the bottles, like not just like this, but
We have sulfur
like,
spring.
Like they have spigots.
Oh, the sulfur.
yeah. I don't know if they got taps, but yeah, I think, but they have, yeah, something rather. I've seen them. So yeah, hopefully they don't take those away.
Look at all the
Because
minerals.
if you do go down, right? If the grade does go down, these are the places that you need to find near you
Yes.
so that you can get access to clean water. You know.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Google it now while you still have the internet. You know, and look at and
Yeah.
find the one close to you, where the closest where you're gonna find it, and
Right on.
you can go there and check it out. You know, and that way you know.
This one looks like just a public spring. Am I sharing? Yeah.
There you go. There you go. With the spigot. There you go. Yeah. You just go there and bring your bottles. Bring that big 5-gallon jug, you know.
Go get yourself some of them gas jugs for your gas and fill it up with water.
Oh, what does that say?
Yeah, you can buy those, but for water. And they're
You
like,
can buy those
yeah,
for
we
water.
had one in the family, and we brought them.
Oh,
They're
I see. Look at this.
6-gallon ones, but not 5-gallon
What?
ones.
What does
Private
it say?
private property keep out.
So we can't go and get water.
Bullshit.
No.
Mm-mm.
No.
Private property mine.
There's places where it is public. So that's what I'm saying. Try and find one local to you. Google it now because they have maps.
This one
like
looks like it's on the side of the road, but let's see. Oh, it's all gated up. Look at that.
Guys, come down. Excuse me.
Yeah, whoever buys the property that has this on it, you know, that's gold. It's liquid
Yep,
gold.
it is.
So, yeah, so
Yep.
they'll be charging us to go in there because that will be the only places, you know, not the only place, but because I'm looking at the river, it's so brown, it's like looks like it's chocolate water. I mean, it's disgusting, you know. So
You got to be a card holder.
Of course.
Visit the HTA office, sign a new annual waiver.
Well, then I guess we're all right about the whole living water coming from the springs.
Oh, yeah.
Because here's our proof. So you might have thought we was crazy 5 minutes ago, but how about now?
Yeah.
How about now?
Here you go. Bring
And
one
they
of those things. Yeah.
They garden
Well, I
it
know
all.
we have one here that's no charge. You know, unless
Yeah.
it's changed. Maybe I should go and check that out now that I'm talking about it. I probably should.
Yeah.
Yeah, get your card while you can.
Yeah, I should. Yeah, but that's the
This
thing. I gotta
one,
get
maybe.
familiar to it. Now,
This one might be accessible. I'm not sure. They don't have many photos of this one. Ooh, look at the carving on the rock.
Oh, yeah.
almost looks like my neck of the woods.
Wow, that is
Oh, cool.
interesting.
Wow, so no wonder so these
Look at-
ancient
look at the,
civilizations were using this water. Okay.
Yeah, where's it coming from? I mean, it's pretty
the
deep.
places for the game they play with the balls or oh no never mind, it was your right and left arrow. I thought it was a place for where they play that game with the balls down in Daglio Tepe or whatever down, you know what I'm saying? They play that game where they put the ball through the hoop. Yeah, I thought that was that, except it was just your two right and left arrows. Like beside the face there.
Yeah.
Because I was wondering what they were doing there. You know, I was like, this doesn't make any sense having that game to their deity or god because it's not even in an arena. You know. Anyway.
I haven't even seen a picture of the spring. Like, there's no pictures of the spring. I guess this might be it here. but we
Right,
haven't
right,
gotten
right.
close enough up to see the water.
Doesn't look very accessible, you know.
No,
People aren't going to go there. Yeah.
that's really cool though. I
Looks
like
like a
that.
pet rock.
That is
Yeah.
very cool.
Looks like a skull
Yeah.
face. Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody else was here a long time ago. We know that. And
Oh
you can
yeah.
see
Looks like he's got a helmet on too, almost like you can see.
yeah,
Oh
wouldn't be
wow.
surprised. Yeah.
Yes,
Like
it
it-
does.
No,
It
it's
truly,
amazing.
truly does,
See?
Max.
It's
Oh
the
wow.
chief headband.
Yeah, it could be headdress, could be feathers.
Headband, the chief. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Oh yeah. I just realized that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Could
yeah,
even be Viking though.
Hmm.
yeah. They were definitely here.
Could be.
Yeah.
Could be either.
Yeah.
Very cool.
It's got stripes in it there, though. They're showing.
Where
So
are
I
we
think.
again?
I think
Well, that's the
maybe.
feathers. That's the
I think
feathers.
maybe that is feathers.
Yeah.
So probably Native American. This is in Ontario. Just where is it? Hold
Yeah.
on.
Right on.
Just down the road from me. I'd like to go see that. That'd be really kind of cool.
Yeah. If you're able to, why not? Go check it
It's
out.
not that far from me.
Oh yeah.
where
I'd
is
like
it?
to go to a lot of places
Don't
too
film
around
this.
here.
I'm right where the heart is. Let's
I've
see,
been
where's
lucky
the
to have gone
falls?
to places.
Oh, that's not too far. I catch a bus there to Lincoln. Cave Springs
Right
Falls.
on.
Okay, it's on the escarpment. So what it is there's a rise in the land here and a cliff.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a lot of weight on the land, and all the rainwater comes through that area. So it could be runoff water. It could be a spring. I'm not sure. They're saying that's a spring though. Let's
Wow.
put the overlay on it. Yeah, there's the escarpment. You
I
can
can
see.
understand though how much water could be there, right? Like and
Yeah.
underneath pools and just unlimited,
Let's see if I
really,
can-
all the way to the ocean. I think all the way to the coast, perhaps going through Maine, even northern Maine.
Okay, so there we are at the springs. Apparently.
Oh,
Hold on, where'd you drop me?
okay.
Let's go up this way.
So
Right over there. There was some well thingy over there, wasn't it? No, the other side. The other way.
That's a nice ranch there, though. It's behind the trees.
Oops. Where'd it go? I think that
Going that way. There's something over there to the left. I don't know if that's it, but there's something there.
yep.
Black
Right
and white
angle.
something over there. What is that?
A marker.
marker, a stick.
Oh,
I don't know. Could be a dead
Post.
tree. Post.
Stick.
Let's go up and see what we can see from here.
oh, big electrical thing there. Oh,
Did they have wine growing somewhere
it
near
looks
that
like there's
spring?
an orchard there.
Yeah, it's grapes.
Oh,
Lots of
nice.
grape orchards up here in Ontario.
Now we know where they're getting their water. That's great.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
what's
is, that is good.
See what the sign says.
Turning the
Rock
water.
climbing is prohibited. Open 8 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Did you catch what
CW
it said?
Springs. CW Springs. CWE. Sorry. And estate something. Can't read it.
Oh, nice place to go check out, man. That's cool.
Yeah, I'll keep that
Oh, yeah.
pinned. I'll have to go find that rock with a face on it. That'll be
That dang,
something to
yeah.
find.
Yes, indeed.
Let's see. So yeah, that's halfway between me and Niagara Falls. So that's about an hour away.
Oh, nice.
Not even really. I probably have to take a bus here, or train, and an Uber. Park.
Wow, you're really close there.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see all the orchards and fields. This whole area is just filled with fields. Like most of southern Ontario is really farmland.
That's what I was saying to people, right? Like, this is
Like
there's only so much fresh water in the world, too, on the whole entire planet. So,
yep, and we got most of it here.
yeah,
Most of it's right
yeah,
here.
for real. Like, it is all prime
Oh, let me-
land.
Yeah, the cooler
Means it
water
can't be
is
switched.
definitely clearer. Sorry, Morgan.
Oh, I was saying it
I'm
can't.
smoking
It's
over
all
here.
designated ministries as agricultural land, and it can't be switched to commercial or this or that. It has to be kept as farming land.
Mm. That's a nice rule.
20%. Canada has 20% of the fresh water in the world,
Yeah,
Thank you.
the cooler water
Yeah.
there.
and there's only 7% of all water is fresh water.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's a pretty important commodity. You know, there was always the fear that what they would do is put a pipe at Lake Ontario and pump it down to Vegas or somewhere or California to go out and or shit. You know.
Yeah, you have to really lock it up in California. They still everything there now.
Yeah, that Lake Ontario is the last lake in the chain. The other lakes are higher than Lake Ontario.
Yes.
So they do it down there and they start pumping it out there. It constantly feeds from Superior, Michigan, and all the other lakes, and just down into Ontario, and you can pump it right into the U.S.
And you look at all of those fields.
Yeah.
And then you go, we have a food shortage? I mean, I don't get it.
All of this.
They made them burn everything.
Just the gray areas are cities. That's it. Look at it all.
Well, that's the thing. There's a lot. We have
farmland.
lots of land, that we could be growing. It's just that
We
most
are.
people
That's the
don't
thing.
know how to do
They
it.
are. They are. I told you, it's all designated commercial land. Every inch of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they bought it all.
I mean, it's all agricultural.
Yeah. No, I know. That's
all the
why
way up
Bill Gates went and bought up all the farmland in the States. Right? So he owns it, so we can't use it, and that's the thing. Like, buying a chunk of land where we can grow things, that will be the thing to do right now. But most of us either don't have the money or we don't have the skills,
Yeah.
So we just sit here in the city and hope for the best.
Yeah. Well, there's plenty of people around me that are growing stuff, so.
Yeah, I grow.
Yeah, that's why I live right with those fields.
The real starvation will happen in Africa. That's where they're already suffering from starvation.
Oh yeah, they are. Yes, yes, indeed.
Yeah.
God.
You're over here in Michigan, aren't you? You're across the Detroit.
Yeah, I'm right here.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find the spring water. You know what? There's places here with the maps. They charge you money for this now.
They're the same land.
For what?
To find the one that's near you. Find a spring. You have to be a member. So you got to pay money.
Really?
Wow.
It should be free.
Yeah, I know. I used to do this because I've done it before, and now I can't find it without paying for it. So
everything behind a paywall, eh?
Yeah. So we're
Now
starting
this
to
one
figure out
looks
there's money in
good.
this.
I don't see any fences around this one.
Yeah.
So maybe this one would be better to go to.
Probably.
What map are you using?
Just maps.
Maps.
Google Maps.
Yeah. Google Maps.
Is it my imagination, or do hot springs usually have a fresh cold spring next to it or near it? Because I've gone to several. I wasn't sure if that was real or not.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, hot springs as well. Look at their water. Even the sulfur, I love a sulfur hot spring.
Yeah, there was a sulfur spring around here somewhere.
Yeah, they're great to soak in for your body. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, there's two wells and then a sulfur spring right here.
Yeah.
Right?
Cool.
Wonder if that's a recurring thing.
You sit in a sulfur spring and then you go get in a waterfall of living water and you are clean.
Yes. Oh, more ways than one. I mean, it's very spiritual. I like it.
These two are in my city. That one's definitely got guards around it. Yeah, that's the one you have to buy a membership for. This one's not letting me get in there.
Yeah.
It's not giving any pictures either. Let's
It
drop
gets
in there.
suspicious when they don't show you pictures these days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aha! I found one.
Awesome.
Did you?
A 20-minute drive.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I might just go and check that out.
Huh. I guess it's on private land there because I can't see anything there.
It didn't
Let's try
have
this
much
way.
website. There was no website really. I don't know. Just says Spring
Yeah,
Creek.
that's it.
I don't know. Spring
That's
Creek.
it
I don't know
there.
if it
Whoa.
has.
No, won't let me go up. You want to share a screen and show people?
Oh shit! I just got rid of it.
Oh, okay. That's all right.
Hang on.
Hi, Amber. Good to see you.
Oh, where to go? Maps. Yeah, no reviews. Just this water there.
Yeah.
So there's I can get directions, but I don't know about it. It is in Maple Ridge, which is where I live. I'm just seeing what else.
I suppose even if you have to pay for it, it's worth it.
Spring Creek. Let's see. There's a website here. It's a stream. It's a body of water. I got all the latitude and elevation and all that stuff. Oh, here's a little booking.com. Yeah, I don't think so. Thank you very much. It's just they just, where can we get some money out of this one here?
No kidding. It's like they suck you in at every turn now.
For those who can't get near a spring of water, isn't it true that what you just said a stream or a creek is going to be the cleanest water out of lake water and river water because it's run through all those channels and it's the most clean and pure. So if you can't find, the living water, a stream
Depends on what they're putting in, like on the soil around it. And,
the farm around it, and
yeah.
where the nearest pig farm is too.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of runoff that can get into those. This looks like a garbage dump.
Thanks to the corporations, it didn't used to be that way, but yeah.
Yeah, just as Spring Creek is a stream. That's all it says, and I can't zoom in to see close up as to what I'm supposed to be. If it's like way in the woods or whatever, but there's a map here to show me how to get there. So
Okay.
might just have to do a road trip then.
Oh, here's the water. They're not showing me the spring though, really. I guess the spring is this grubby looking bridge here.
I'll go back to see where you are. Oh, what is this that you're looking at?
It's supposed to be a spring, an artesian spring, but
Like close to your
all they're showing me is this grubby thing with garbage in it. So
They're trying to make it look
Rustic.
what's the word?
Discouraging.
Yeah.
They're
Oh.
trying to make it.
Well,
look
they've got
discouraging.
pallets nicely placed to get down there.
Yeah. No.
You know,
it's-
look at those high class pallets. You know, and then
If they're
some tubing of some sort.
yeah. It's
I don't
just
know what that's
it's a
for.
grubby area. Move along. Move along.
Yeah.
if they're
Well,
discouraging you
unfortunately, people don't think about it, right? They're not going to think about it until it's go time. Then all of a sudden, people are going to be looking for it, right? So
Yeah,
yeah,
you'll be in a line. Yeah.
it's good to be familiar with these places around you now, and maybe even go there, clean it up, and get it ready.
Yeah.
You know, like do our part. You know, I don't know.
Yeah, it's not too far from me, so I can check that one out.
nice.
Just as far as the cave springs. So I have springs within a few, you know, within reach of me.
Yeah.
Let's see, it'd take me about 6 hours to walk there.
Well,
If I had
can't you
to.
take them?
If I had to.
No. If you had
Yeah,
to,
let's see, 1, 2,
take all damn day.
2. No, it wouldn't take me a little less. Well, say everything was done. Everything was down. No transport, anything.
Those will be very interesting videos if you can get those made for sure.
I want to see that face carved in a rock. That'd be a really cool one. At Cave Springs
That
over.
might not be the only carving there once you get there. There
Might
might be
could.
other stuff you can get into.
There might be.
There
This
might
one's
be.
cool. I want to go see that. That'd be neat. And I'm lucky. My wife's into doing that kind of thing, so that'll be a fun day.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's probably a troll under the bridge. Like Kitty.
You said Indian earlier, maybe Mayan, because I don't know. For some reason, it looks kind of Mayan to me.
Could be. Well, that's way off topic to water, but that was fun.
Well, we didn't expect to find this amazing carving, though. So, I mean, how do you not talk about that? You don't just wander off and every base.
That'll be fun to see. That'll be hard to
I wouldn't
find. I bet. I don't know if it'll be hard to find or not. We'll have to see. Cool. But yeah, I'm not too worried about starving in North America. It's probably it's the rest of the world they're starving out and bringing here, right?
That seems like
Oh,
the plan.
Yes.
That's going to be an issue coming up. That is actually where the actual WAR is going to be, is when the people are fed up. So I don't know if you've been watching what's happening in the big cities in America there.
Yep. Happening here in Canada too.
Yeah, I don't see it here in my little town other than the druggies, but I haven't really seen too much of that, but I'm sure Vancouver probably is. I don't know, but yeah, that's and they're getting put up in expensive hotels or
Well, they're lining up in front of City Hall and stuff to protest not getting enough money.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. They need more.
That would happen. See, they came here and they were sold a bill of goods and they were told, oh, it's going to be great. And now when they get pissed, they fight with like hatchets and machetes and shit, and they don't give a fuck. And you'll look like a puzzle in seconds.
Right? They came from nothing. They have nothing to lose, nothing to protect,
They've got
other than their
nothing
own
to
lives.
lose.
Yeah,
That's
so
right.
apparently they're having beefs with the gangs and stuff in the big cities.
Yep, I predicted that. I've talked to a few of the
Yeah.
gang members around here. And they say,
Uh-huh.
oh, they leave us alone, we'll leave them alone. Well,
Well,
I
apparently
don't think that's going to happen, you
They're
know?
already starting with the prostitution and the drugs and
Mhm.
all these things, and they're infringing on their business.
Yeah.
So, good luck with that. Yeah, so there's going to be civil unrest just from that alone.
Yep.
Never mind
Yeah.
the rest of us.
Yeah,
you know,
war,
they're-
whether civil or not, there's going to be war in the streets just from the gangs. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're being taken over from the
And there's-
inside out.
Then you got these paramilitary groups.
Yep.
Young man in my city said there was a fire once in one of the buildings around him, and he saw nothing but people coming out of there who were new to Canada from Africa, and they all were young men in their 20s, 30s, and yeah, all men.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know.
100 of them.
That's a little sketchy right there. You
Yep.
know, obviously it's because usually it's the women and children that get rescued, not the men.
He's lived there for years, and he's never seen any of these men until that day. So they only come out when they have to.
Yeah. But when they see how it really is here, and that they lie to us, because they were probably told, oh, we're just a bunch of assholes, and we need you to help us with them. And if you take them out, you can have their land and their housings. And, like biblically, you'll have houses you didn't build and crops you
Oh
didn't
yeah, women
pick.
for the taking, houses for the everything for the taking for you.
But when they see that we're being screwed over too, and that's why they were bringing them in, because they didn't know they were being screwed over. But if they learn quickly that we're being screwed over and now they're being screwed over, they're going to be on our side. I'm just saying, our army is going to get bigger than theirs.
Hopefully they'll see it that way.
Hopefully.
Hopefully in time, that's the problem, right? Because as long as that money's coming in, they don't give a F, But as soon as they get cut off the money, though, that's when they're going to realize.
Yeah, that'll be the public, like the general public. They do that too, not the paramilitary groups. Them, they'll just keep paying and caring for until they're needed to be activated.
Yeah, but I've seen it already on TikTok. They're pissed, and then Matt said they're lining up, saying, "Hey, we need more money. We were promised welfare. Where's our money?" They were promised thousands and thousands of dollars. Welfare was never that. When I had to be on welfare when I was young because I was disabled, I only got $199 in food stamps a month and $229 in cash a month to pay all my rent and bills with. So I needed Section 8 to pay the rent so that I would have the money to pay my bills and then buy the food.
Mm-hmm.
That's welfare, but that's not what they were promised.
Well, what they're getting to start is like $2,000 a month, free hotel, maid service, and food.
Yeah.
Served to them.
So as long as
And
that's
a lot of them are complaining because they're not getting halal food. That's a big problem.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Yeah. Well, once that's cut off, which it will eventually, it will get cut off. That's when it's going to get real in the streets.
Well, that New York group, I think it was New York, somewhere around New York anyway, that New York group, they shipped over to where it said it was a sanctuary. And they went there, and what were they given? Cereal and milk. Right in your face, right as soon as you get here. That's what America's all about now. Cereal and milk.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, some places in New York, they were getting up to $10,000 a month. And hotel, apparently. Mm-hmm. They have to pay people to go to New York. It's a real dive right now.
And I'm sure they're not going to really pull the plug on these people until after the election, though, right? We got to get them to vote first, right?
Yeah, of course.
Get them to vote, and then I would assume
I can't believe you suggest that.
That's.
There's going to be an interesting Christmas this year.
Well, Morgan, conspiracies everywhere. Morgan, conspiracy theorists fake
At least it
conspiracy.
jumped the shark where now I get to work on myself and my own peace and on not being afraid myself so that I can
Hi, Anna.
look for a thing of, you know what I'm saying, so I can have my peace. Like, 'cause I love me. Like, I am a fun guy and I enjoy the fact, like, me, like my character, and wherever the magic is that I am gifted as a being, I'm thankful for it. And I know when it's out of whack, I'm just glad that I could all the time. I'm just glad that I can be me now. Because everything is so stupid and crazy. The people that are even dealing with it are so sick of it that I can just show them a little bit of patience. And they're mostly just thankful for that little bit of patience because they're like, oh, we don't even have time to bother you. We're too busy dealing with these other people that are pissed off because of this and the other thing. Like there's real crap now hitting the fan that they can't focus on bull crap to just make up. So I'm not. So once again, the pressure's off me. So I'm free to get to make my own choice. You know, I'm not deliberately looking for something to get myself angry about. You know what I mean? Even though I could be angry, I'm just saying. And I am righteously indignant at what I see. But I find I'm more effective with my fellow human beings and myself when I don't let it, you know, turn let me close my mind off because of that activity. I can't think when I'm angry.
Yeah,
I can't.
Yeah, I don't either. I just want to fight.
Yeah. When the blood's all in my head.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
When the blood's raised. Yeah.
Yeah. It is.
Yeah, I'm not a I don't like debating people over things, you know. I'll just say what I believe and you say what you believe. That's
And I'm not afraid of being wrong either. I can be wrong.
Yeah.
I don't have to argue with you and use my energy. In fact, I don't want to be right so much that I'm going to use my energy to fight you.
That's Generation X for you, though. That's how we roll. Yes. Everything
We
you
were
just
the
said.
latchkey kids. Latchkey kids were used to sitting home alone a lot. Yeah.
They're called. Well, we mostly raised ourselves too because our parents,
That's what I'm saying. That's what I just said. Yeah, we're latchkey kids, right? We had the key around our neck.
Yeah, we weren't surveilled constantly too by our parents.
TikTok.
Now they can track you. Now they can put a tracker on your phone and get into your phone data and do whatever they want. You know, that would have been a horror story. I would never have wanted to have a cell phone as a kid.
Parents, you know, watching us on some kind of camera and stuff.
Oh yeah.
We used to have so much fun though with the phone because there was no, you know, nobody knew who was calling. And so we go and, you know, do all
I had a ball. Me and my friend would do a radio show.
If our parents saw what we did back then, we would not be living right now.
Well, hey,
the joy
you know,
we would feel, the sheer joy my friend would feel, I would do it for that and experience it through him, right?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. We were kicked out in the morning after breakfast. See you at night. You know, like bye. You know, there's no sitting at home playing video games all day or you know whatever.
No, as long if you can make it to church, you can be out all Saturday night if you want.
420. It is 420 in Hamilton, Ontario.
420.
Cheers, cheers.
420, everyone.
That's right. Everybody take up your super patch.
Back in the day, with those landline phones, when you didn't know who was calling, but you knew that the phone was going to ring with like a spam call. We didn't call it spam call. We called it wrong number or they're just harassing us or whatever. It was fun because my mom came up with this great idea. We used to yell at them and chew them out and call them all manner of names, blah, blah, blah. But now she came up with this idea to go get a whistle.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that works.
Silently and wait for them to make a noise and then blow the whistle in their ear. We can't do that anymore.
You know, and there's such satisfaction in able to slam down that.
I was just going to say that with the slam.
You know, he's just not the same, but nowadays.
Yeah.
Slam the phone. So satisfying. I missed the slamming the phone. Slam,
Yeah.
slam, slam.
Yeah. And
It
if
was
you want to block, you just
Or you
pull
can
out
use your
the,
psychic abilities to predict who is calling.
Yeah,
I like
that
doing
too.
that, trying to
Yeah,
figure
that
out
too.
who's calling before they pick it
Yep.
up.
Yeah.
Using
And
common
answering
sense too, and being right every time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's like I know because
Yeah.
there's
here's the
nobody who
best.
should be calling, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Here's,
I was just thinking of you.
Yeah.
Uh,
Exactly.
Yeah.
oh,
It's funny
oh
how
that.
Yeah.
When, there's no denying too, right? Their name, everything, bling, 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 and you're like, what? And then ring, 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 and you're like,
yeah.
that one, exactly, because they were all up in your shit, and then it rang. Yeah, I forgot about
so
that.
yes, me too. Another thing, the answering machines. The best message my mom ever created, I think, is the best one. It was something along the lines of, in a moment, I am going to hear your voice, and then I will have a decision to make. If I don't answer the phone, please leave your message after the beep.
Yeah. Pretending to be the
Remind
answering
them you're screening your calls. It's like, I'm screening calls, peasants.
Yes. Yeah. That's right. You know, the good old days, really. I mean,
Hi, curious squirrel.
Yeah, I miss those days, man. You know, it was so much simpler. You know,
It was fun. It was fun. It was
it
fun.
was. It was fun. Yeah.
Well, now you won't even have to do that. You get enough nano in you, and we can have person-to-person brain transference. You can just think things, and the other person will hear you.
Yeah. Neurolinks.
Yeah, you don't even need that little implant thingy. That's kind of just that's kind of a gimmick, I think.
Well, you just go into the metaverse, and we can all hang out there.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they could just rewrite reality for you
We all have an
electronically.
avatar, and we just hang out there. Actually, it doesn't sound so bad, to be honest. But
Not,
I mean,
maybe not. You know, some of it does sound really good and useful, but
I still think we can write the
it's still the
program.
problem of people hacking into it or people using it for nefarious purposes or that.
Yeah.
It's just way too much access to the human body, you know. It just take your autonomy away completely. Like, because you can control muscles, you can control neurons. That's complete control. You know, that should never be given over.
Husband says project on that. His body is rejecting it. On
Rejecting
adding the what, Mike? The Neuralink. His body's rejecting the Neuralink.
He's
Possibly.
on it.
Well, we're all kind of on the system. We're all part of it anyway.
But yes, technically, yes.
Yeah, it's hard to know what they're channeling through you, but it could be 5G, could be Bluetooth, you know, could be blockchain, you know, whatever they're channeling through you.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Right.
So many different systems that they've got pointed at us.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a video taken down about blockchain on my channel on TikTok because I went and found a picture of
the
a
blockchain
person.
architecture? I've shown the blockchain architecture.
One of those back in the day on the prisoners, they'd put this chain
Oh, wow.
around their ankle, and then they'd put a ball, and then I put a box over the ball so that it would look exactly like their analogy of, you know, blockchain. Blockchain. It's your chain. You're a prisoner, and that's your chain that keeps you in place. You can't run. And it didn't last on my channel.
See if I can find. There's one.
Yeah, the ball and chain. But I put a block over the ball. Yeah.
I showed the image of the blockchain geometry in the W band last night. But here's what they're going to sell us with is You're going to get all these sensors, biosensor nodes, and hubs. And you're going to go into the internet gateway, the internet cloud, which will be another person. And then they're going to send that information to the doctor. And he's going to relay it back and fix you up real good. And you can find millions of images of these types of things. I showed the architecture last night. Let me see if I have that in my bookmarks. But it looks like a sigil. I was wondering, it'd be interesting to see what Morgan thinks or anybody else who's into sigils. Deployment of nodes. Yeah, there we go.
Take a look at it again.
Also, we should also figure out an autograph to start using when we sign things, because your signature implies that you're a slave, but your autograph implies freedom.
So it's not a very complicated sigil, but it's got two oblong squares.
Because that's 369.
In a W.
That's the 369.
Yeah.
All damn day. Yes.
Yeah.
They're using. Look at that shit. That's 369 right there.
Yeah, on two pillars.
Yeah.
Right. Joaquin and Boaz. The two pillars.
Yeah.
Yes. Joaquin and Boaz. Yes.
Those are normal nodes, and there's your sync node. Intermediate node, so that goes between the sync node and the intermediate nodes, or the normal nodes. Fucking sick bastards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, D-Ocean. Good to see you.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's the architecture of blockchain right there.
Wow. Wow.
W-band systems, wide body area networks.
Yeah, total coverage. You gain total coverage over the widest body of area.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I was trying to look for any type of symbol or anything that looked like that. I was unsuccessful.
I want like rancid aluminum, like just like like electrified graphene within you.
You want to find a symbol, go look up 369 and how that works, and that'll be a
that is symbol. Like the torus field symbol as well.
And
how a torus field goes. So that would make sense to me, body. Seeing as we do have a torus field, which they have found there in the sync node.
Yeah, in order to read the primary array to jack,
and
shall we say.
A lot of people now are coming down with a lot of digestive issues. Yes, can't turbos. I'm trying to say words and not say them. Okay, and I'm high. Forgive me, everyone. But yeah, okay. But yeah, have we not been seeing this a lot lately?
Yeah. Me and my wife both wear a neodymium magnet in our pockets of all day on the negative pole pointed in. That helps with some of that can anecdotally YouTube help with some digestive problems. So you just get a neodymium magnet. You can put it on your jeans and just put it on the outside or even your underwear, wherever you want, in your little coin pocket there on jeans. That's where I usually put it. And that helps me with digestive problems and my wife.
Interesting. Yeah, something's going on there.
So there's a simple possible fix for some people.
Yeah. I'm sure some of us are having digestive problems because our bodies are rejecting all the chemicals.
Yep.
That is what I deal with.
Well, glyphosates and also the GMOs, I've heard, destroy the gut biome as well. So
bigly.
So what happens is, and that's also where your immune system is. Your main immune system is in your gut.
Yes, yeah.
And I have to investigate these things because I have these issues. And without Imodium, nothing stays in my body long enough to absorb the nutrients,
Yeah,
whatever
my wife
nutrients
was
not
on
be in.
Imodium for a while until I reminded her about the magnet. She had that problem a while ago, and I gave her a magnet, fixed it up, and then
Okay, me and
started
you got to get
doing
me a magnet later. We got to. This
it.
has to be done.
Nice,
But
good
my
sized one.
point
About,
is,
get at least like a half inch or bigger because it's got to have a large
yeah.
enough feet.
Do they make a magnet belt?
That was thought of the other night. Now I don't know if they do or not, but you could easily do that.
Or some, yeah,
You could
well, you know how
super
they
glue
have a
some
money
magnets
belt,
to a belt. Yeah, a money belt.
and they just put
If
magnets
you
in it.
will, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, ring magnets would not be good. You have to use a flat magnet. A ring magnet will have many different poles,
Gotcha.
flipping all over the place. So make sure you don't use a ring
Oh.
magnet, and
Yeah, that
use
messes up your aura.
and use a compass to find out where the negative pole is. The North Pole will point to the negative pole of a battery.
Okay.
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 So and score that side with a negative sign, so you know, and the other one with a positive, so you know which side is which. Or because I found putting paint on it it wears off. Oh, there's Deocean and Amber Dawn. Welcome to the studio.
Hello.
And
Hello,
Amber.
am I there?
We got
Miss
Deocean. We're missing Amber because I'm limited.
Hey, no problem.
yeah.
I'll jump down and let Amber come
Okay.
on.
Oh,
Peace,
no.
everybody. I'll listen to you from chat.
Oh, Amber's
Okay,
Okay.
why don't you?
out too.
G is such a G.
You come on up, Amber, if you want. G stepped out for you. Thank you, G. Richard, yeah. Sounds like Star Wars character, yeah. Now we
Oh
lost.
no, did he leave? What?
Yeah.
What? Hey,
No, everybody's going.
why'd he go?
I got room for 3 people up here. Come on up.
Holy crap!
Maybe we'll get Alex back.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
you-
my main point of that was, if you
Oh,
start
well, I
having
guess-
these issues,
Oh, come on up, Amber.
and
We'd like
Change
to hear.
of
and
shift. Change of shift.
Yeah, G can come up in a while. I've got another 25. I got another half hour or so. So we got plenty of time.
Digestive. Now, what were you saying? Because I was trying to get in. What were
Oh.
you saying about digestive issues?
Oh, I use the negative pole of a battery in my coin pocket on my jeans as
Yeah.
to help with your pooping and stuff.
Yeah, I thought you said a magnet.
Yeah, and a large neodymium magnet.
Okay.
Yeah, I just clip it to my jeans with another magnet or a coin.
I've got one of those somewhere. So
So you have to find out which side of it is the negative pole by using you can use a compass to do that, like a directional compass. And
really,
the North Pole will point to the South Pole of the magnet. And you score that side so you know which side is the negative side and which side is the positive side. And always keep the negative side pointed at you.
okay.
Never.
I'll try it because I just thought it was because I was going through so much stress. I get stomach problems when I have a lot of stress.
Well, we all are, really. They mess with us constantly.
yes,
So,
stress doesn't help. Yes.
I was going to do a show the other night, but the guy, I guess he looked up the information I was sharing and stuff and decided not to do it.
Oh, really? Who was that?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. I don't know if he actually decided not to do it or not. He just said, "Oh, things are busy. Can't." After he said, "Oh, wow, this is interesting information and stuff." It's like, something happened here.
It is, but I feel like he didn't want to.
I don't think
Take the chance.
I don't think he wanted to tiptoe into that area.
I think he.
And this was where I
Just
was
playing
taking
it
was
safe.
to blockchain W-band systems and how, because he was looking for somebody who was a targeted individual, right?
Uh,
Right?
Yeah.
Somebody who's just gone loopy from what they've done is what he's looking for.
oh.
Okay, so he wants somebody who's going to say, "No, man, there's little drones inside my eyeball, and man, just going nuts,
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah.
he doesn't want somebody who understands the technology and
Right.
understands, the outputs, that are coming at us,
Oh,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
that we're all pretty much
Clickbait.
targeted.
Yeah.
It's not just one
Clickbait.
person. You
Yeah.
know, they fuck with us
Entertainment.
all. Yeah, I think he just wanted entertainment because I watched him talk to a targeted person. And yeah,
oh,
it was kind of like that.
Yeah,
So
he's trying to prove
oh.
that the whole thing is kind of crazy.
probably, yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
And then you give them some facts, and then it's like, oh, I better go. Yeah, but
Well,
maybe
that was
you woke him
369
up.
on that map there, that
I
body
can't
map. All
guarantee
that.
that that's what happened, but awfully suspicious.
You
And
might
this does
put
happen to
a.
me time and time again. I send in people are excited to have me on. I send them information, and they go, "Oh, I'm busy." Every other one of their broadcasts work out just fine. You
Mm-hmm.
know. Oh
Yeah.
man,
Oh, that's
You
ridiculous.
should stop sending them the information. Just
that's
go
what
on
I should do.
poll
Yeah.
and surprise them. Hey,
But then they
surprise!
can just check out my channel and see what I broadcast. And
Yeah, we'd be too
That's
late then.
right.
You
Just
already
tell them
live.
to check out your channel if they want to know what you're doing. They're not very serious, then they won't even bother, and you'll just go on and educate people, and then they'll,
maybe we'll get our chance. Maybe he will call back and we will do a show, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we used to say educate
It's
too.
just a very common occurrence with me. So
This is one of the reasons why I unlist my videos after I'm done.
Yeah.
I don't want them up on YouTube. I don't want people just to go onto my YouTube and then get some kind of impression of me. You know what I mean?
I do because I want to broadcast this information. So I'm hoping that.
Well, I do on other channels. So I got my Rumble going.
Yeah.
I got it up on Odyssey, but I'm not going to have it there so that YouTube can just take down my channel again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's just not worth it. So, yeah, that's why I got the Rumble. I kind of want to promote the Rumble and Twitter. I'm going live on Twitter with my shows. So, people can find the stuff there. But most people would just go on YouTube.
Twitter.
That's their go-to thing.
Oh my God. Speaking of Twitter, y'all, apparently I've said something on my TikTok channel that has gotten the attention of, drumroll please, Elon Musk.
Oh, no way.
Nice.
He just followed me the other day when I was looking into my Kala Vedic astrology. And while I was researching myself for 2 hours, this motherfucker was over here on TikTok following me.
Cool.
So, hope he gets an eye and an earful.
Nice knowing you.
And nice knowing you. Yeah, no,
You're going to get programmed and reinstituted and.
Oh dear.
They're going to have
Twitter in the chat there.
let me tell you.
Yeah, I'm hoping that I was hoping that I was giving Musk a chance here. I'm hoping that my shows will be okay over there, but we'll see. If he's starting to sneak around on then yeah, I guess not. I mean, I'm hoping but yeah, let's follow each other on Twitter there. Then get that going because I don't have very many followers. I go live there twice a week.
What?
All my shows up in there. So
I'm about to go on Twitter myself. Maybe we should take over Twitter and all kind of have our channels on Twitter.
I do have an X account. I have an X account.
I had an X account. I think I'm gonna do it.
Whoa, that's Elon Musk over there on Twitter now.
I know.
He changed it to X because he is also a Generation X, I believe. That is why he named it that.
Oh, is that what you did? I was wondering why is all this X, disease X, fucking X this and X that,
because we are
as soon as I signed up for Twitter, I got a bunch of followers, like 12 followers immediately. Apparently, only hot women who look like AI generated people like my channel.
Right.
Exactly. And when I was on Twitter before, when it was Twitter, I would only get a bunch of fake accounts. And, I would never, it was Cricketville for me. And I know that it's Elon Musk running it now, and you can supposedly have free speech over there, blah, blah, blah.
But no
I
reach.
will
Free
see
speech,
how
but
this
no
goes
reach.
on TikTok with Elon before I go to Twitter.
Mm.
Is he targeting me? What's his
Hi,
plan? You gonna offer
Parasite.
me a job, motherfucker? What are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
he better offer me a fucking job. Or leave me the fuck alone.
All
Think I
right.
ain't gonna try? I'm certainly gonna try. I could
I
use some
have
money.
been considering TikTok too. I used to have certain opinions, but I realized maybe those are opinions people gave me. I'm not
Because they've got
Aren't
all of
they
your
gonna ban
information
that now?
already. They trade us on the bull market every day. So you're not keeping anything from them. You might as well reach millions of people with your message.
Yeah.
And at the very
Yeah,
least,
I was thinking
thousands.
of that too. It's just I
Yes.
didn't like the platform when I had it. It was like you only have 2 minutes or something. Do
No,
you
you
have?
start out, you get 30 seconds, and then after a while, you get a full minute. And then from there, you get 3 minutes, and you have to be consistent with making your videos. And in no time, you'll be able to make 10-minute videos.
Okay, so basically it starts out with very little, and then if you,
Okay.
what do you
Yes.
mean by consistent?
Oh.
You do know
Like
that's owned
every
by
day,
China,
make a
right?
video, at least a video a day. I make 2, 3, 4, 5 videos a day.
Oh, cool.
And if you're
Hey, Sab.
consistent about keeping content on your channel, the quicker you'll get up to 10 minutes. And then you can also go live over there.
Hmm.
Hello,
Oh,
you're
cool.
not Ember Dawn. Apparently, she's not coming up.
No,
Oh, who do I say hi to here?
that's Sab. So we got
Hi.
we still got a space open here.
Yeah, no, the TikTok. Aren't they looking into banning TikTok in the States?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, they are, but it's not going to work. It's supposed to be by September, October, but they're fighting it.
Don't do it. Don't do it. It'll be interesting because it is a Chinese spy tool, so I can't say I blame them.
Everything is a spy tool. We're on Chinese or Japanian devices here. They're spying
Yeah,
on us
I
already.
thought of that too because I thought TikTok, man, this is acting like because if you only get 30 seconds or 3 minutes, I'm like, oh, geez, that sounds like really all they're doing is just seeing what you're up to.
Yeah,
But
that's exactly what they're saying.
Well, my message for years and years has been have no secrets, tell no lies, be an open book. So if you take that advice, it doesn't matter what platform you're on, at least you're going to reach other people with your message.
But we're not, though.
Sure.
That's the thing. We might, they can't kick you off, but you have no reach. Like, look at my Facebook. I got 2,500 people who have liked my page. 0 views on the videos. Nobody sees my stuff over there.
Yeah, I've always been shadow banned. That's what's freaking
That's very
hilarious.
odd, though, isn't it?
Everyone's talking about
No, I'm
just now
shadow
being shadow
banned.
banned.
So
I
that's
shadow
what they
banned from the
do.
beginning
They
of
can't
social
kick me
media.
off because I haven't done
Yeah,
anything.
of course it's
Yeah.
shadow ban.
So,
Yep.
but the only time I'll get attention is that the bots will go after me. Hump Day Message got flagged for sexual content because of the Hump Day. Okay, but then once the person actually looked at it, then they'll apologize. Oh, sorry about that, but then you've lost
On
all your.
TikTok, you can appeal.
Yeah,
When
it goes
somebody
pretty quick
tries to,
once the person
you can
sees it.
appeal.
But the bots are there waiting for me to post something. So that's why my Sunday show will never go live on Facebook. You'll never find any of my Sunday shows up on Facebook. It'll just be Hump Day. That's it. Nothing else.
Yeah.
And so it's so bad. And of course, once you have a red flag on one platform, they all communicate. That's why I'm also shadow banned on YouTube. I'm shadow banned on all the different things.
Yeah.
So
Right.
the only place I seem to be getting some views on my Sunday show is Rumble. And I only have 21 followers, yet I got 100 and something views on my last one. So that one actually is going out there. So, so that's why Rumble, I think, is the way to go. And I'm hoping that the Twitter will be okay. But then again, I got no followers there anyway, so they don't really care what I'm doing. I'm sure.
No.
So it's an M-Wave document here that was sent to me by Crystal Shaman. I did a show on this, but this shows you how much they love us. These are all the countries around the world and the levels of radiation that they're outputting onto the people. And over here on the right, at the highest levels, we have Canada, Japan, US, Germany. Just a little reminder of how much they love you.
Yes.
I'll put this document in chat if anybody wants to share it.
Yes.
Thank you again, Chris Shaman, for that document.
Thank you.
I've been doing a bit of research, as you well know, like I do, and
somebody send me this, because if I try clicking on it now, I'm going to end up somewhere else, and I don't know if it'll probably F things up here.
Put it in private chat here, Max. Now, what was he saying?
Hey, Max, did you know that there's devices out there? I can rock on. So,
gotta fix your mic.
Is it not working properly? Bear with me a second.
Yeah, it's causing like an echo.
Let me see your settings. Let's see. Edit name. There we go. Okay, his mic's off, and now it's okay. So he's redoing his mic. Give him a minute. We've got no mic on you now.
He may have to go out and come back in. Maybe he was going to say something really important, and he probably was, and that's why they're flipping it. Because, yeah, he has spoke some since he came in, and it wasn't doing that, and then now all of a sudden it is.
Yeah.
Well, you guys sound really bad to me on mine. I mean, you have it's really scratchy over here.
There's like an echo thing happening. Not the voice is echoing so much as there's this sound in the background that's pulsing. Can anyone else hear that? You hear that?
No.
No.
Do you have music playing in the background, Max?
I might. Let me check.
You might want to turn that off. Maybe it's that.
That noise.
Is that better? I don't know.
It might be. We'll see.
I don't know what's going on here. What is going on?
There, you're sounding better.
You sound good.
Is that better? Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
So, as I was saying, so I've been doing a bit more research on the emissions of emitted waves, frequency, etc., so on and so forth. But we've been digging into that for a while now anyway. So anyway, not last week, week before, almost 2 weeks ago now, I was given a stair lift. You know what goes up and down the stairs? You see, it takes you up and down. Yeah, one of them. Because I live in a little town where it's all old people anyway. So, we get these things like mobility scooters and such, 10 a penny where I live. Anyway, dismantling said stair lift, I came across a device that is called an EMIF.
An EMIF.
An electrical magnetic interference blocker. So yeah, it basically blocks electromagnetic interference. Now I thought about the Faraday cage situation, and I'm believing now that a lot of people are thinking that you would just need a box that's layered in a mesh of wire. No, it's going to have to be a bit more than that. You'd have to have a layer of a mesh and then an insulation between and another layer of mesh, if not a third one, on the principle of being you need to filter out each and every wave and frequency and electrical, magnetic, etc., etc. So on that basis, you'd have to have one either magnetized field of mesh, which could be copper. You could have an alternating exterior from that, which is insulated from the first layer, which you could connect up to your your EMI filter. So it's an electrical magnetic interference filter. That's what it is. Yeah, an EMIF. Yeah. So yeah, looking into that, and also as well other means of grounding, as in like what types of materials can you stand up and not stand on, etc. Do you know what I mean? Like what you can be barefooted on. I didn't realize that actually standing on concrete, sand is pretty much just as equivalent as standing on the dirt on the grass outside.
Is it? You
Yeah.
can test that. Do you have a multimeter?
Well, this is what we're going to find out. Like, so yeah, this
Yeah.
is what
Because you can be electrocuted if you're standing on.
Well, I'm presuming the concrete still holds moisture, doesn't it? It's never truly dry, isn't it? So if it's still holding moisture, you're still getting the conductivity through it.
Yeah.
If that makes sense, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes.
All the materials within it as well. Don't forget, it's got lime in it as well, and it's got sand in it as well.
Yeah, I plan to take my multimeter out and test that at some point this summer.
This is what I'm saying. So yeah, but I've been doing a bit of research this past week or two, and I've been digging around to see, what can work, what doesn't work, what we can use, on top of what we're already thinking. So like I said, we were just thinking something. If you want to protect yourself from everything around you, like for example, I've got the workshop up there, 16-foot square, and I've split it into different little rooms. As you've seen, I've got like a little singing room, I've got a little craft room, I've got the toilet, I've got the room, and then I've got the big workshop area. So inside on just like the singing room per se, maybe it would be a good idea to have an experiment myself, empty it all out for a while, and then put like, like the copper, copper mesh that you use for gardening, you wrap it around your plant pots to stop the slugs from. You can get all that sort of stuff. Which in turn has led me down the path of electro-permaculture, is actually using etherical energy from copper coils that you put down bamboo sticks into the ground and actually energize your plants, and it makes them birth massive yields of fruit. Electro-permaculture. So it's not just ourselves that we can use this for, it's even our produce that you can collect through as well. Yeah, so this is what I was looking at as well. Like, you can get the fabric Faraday. It's like a steel. You can get steel mesh, copper mesh. I was looking at. I was actually looking at copper mesh.
I was actually going to mention this one to Dee. This one's felt.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you might be interested in that.
Felt.
Yeah, it's an EMF shielding with felt.
Oh,
that's going to be the cheapest too, then, right?
It's $36 a yard, seems. I think
that seems like it's going to be probably cheaper then too, more affordable.
This stuff's $10 a yard. That's thin fabric. I have a lot of that stuff. It's fairly good shielding, but this I thought this felt might interest Dee Ocean because she makes clothes and stuff.
Yeah, I'm trying to make. I have made hats, but of course they're not. Depending on the cheaper stuff, is not very comfortable to wear. Felt would be a lot more comfortable.
Yeah.
So that's my next question. We've been looking at all this sort of stuff as well, like fabrics, etc. What sort of footwear?
Mm-hmm.
They have some called plugs that have a thing that go that contacts. It's right up by the toe area. That has a little plug in the bottom for contacting.
There's grounding copper, earth grounding, barefoot grounding, homemade hook loop.
I'm thinking I wouldn't get anything from Temu. I'd never buy anything from Temu. Never.
I buy a bunch of stuff from Temu.
Grounding shoes. So there are that is available. This one looks like it just this one just has a piece of copper through the heel. I think.
Well, I'll be honest with you, Max. I couldn't wear them. I'm more fashionable. I'll be honest with you.
Okay, well, just saying the options are out there.
Like that first pair there, that'd be
I was
nice.
gonna say, if you don't really care, just put some tinfoil on your head.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
Well, that's it. And what I
Yeah.
mean is, like, what I'm trying to get at is, right. I'll explain a little bit further so you understand where I'm coming from. I don't just mean like at home. I don't give two flying. You know what I mean? Two flying monkeys when I'm at home. Like I couldn't. Do you know what I mean? I walk around barefoot, whatever else as well. Anyway, I'm at home. Like who cares? Like so. But I'm thinking, obviously, like every month I go and see my little girl. She's about 500 miles away from me, so I go and do a big long journey to go and see her. Like if you get my drift. But I go on the train mostly. And also then I stay over for the nights and then I'm coming back again. So obviously while I'm out and about doing that, like them sort of things, or even say going picking little one up from school in the morning, you know, all this sort of stuff, like obviously I wanna look my best, but I want to be able to wear something I'm going to be grounding with as well. So that kind of work.
Yeah.
Like that first pair, that earthing and grounding, the groony earthing, them ones, but they're a bit on the tad expensive side.
So the chains around the ankles is probably not going to work.
You know what else I actually?
Yeah, with a battery. I actually did that with my shoes. I took a copper wire, put a copper wire from one side with a loop on it. I put a big loop on it, like one of those curls, and then I put it down through underneath the insole, right?
Yeah.
Up the other side and put a battery on that side. Just one of the little 12-volt batteries wrapped in a coil with the negative pole touched and a little loop on the end so I could hook it over. And I wore that. It did seem to make a difference, but I don't know if it was good or bad. So I'm going to have to try that again. I'm giving it a little break to see.
While we're on this topic,
on my camera, I know you can't see it. But
say again.
These are just foam. You see these ones?
Yeah.
It's just
you
foam.
cut a hole through that.
Yeah, you can. I could poke some through that really easily. And what
just
also,
drill a hole.
if you because you get like the button pins, like you get on old furniture, or like on furniture, like a table chairs and all.
That was weird. Everything just went off for a minute there.
Okay.
Yeah, but they'd go one on the inside, so maybe put one right in the front here. Like the pins. So the big copper pin, like big copper pins, aren't they, with a big brass head on them, or whatever, like
Be like tap shoes.
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking you could probably put a slice into it, so it goes like diagonally sliced. I'm trying to show you this way. Yeah, so that way it'd go that way, slice into it. So it just goes. You'd lift a little, and then just put it. Do you know what I mean? Just poking out a little bit. Yeah, so it wouldn't be tap shoes per se. Yeah.
There was one like that had. I'll show you it. That was like the first one or the second one. This one here. Let me. They don't have any big pictures. Oh, there they do. Okay, yeah.
So it's been lovely weather here now in England. We have beautiful weather here at the minute. I'm out there every day, mate. I'm out as much as possible.
These are pretty styling shoes, if you like that kind of thing there.
Damn it, I can't see anything because I got my hands full right now, but I'm just listening.
Is that
all over him?
Middle on the sole?
Yeah, it's got a little copper.
Yeah, is that what I'm seeing there? Yeah.
It's got a little copper. Oops. Let's see. Can we zoom in? No. Yeah, a little bit. So yeah, it's just got a little copper thing.
Yeah, I do want to get a pair of shoes.
There we go.
I ordered me a linen outfit.
Right,
because
don't buy that.
you can't afford anything else. We're linen.
I'm genuine now when I say this as well. I could probably genuinely make you a pair for less than that. And
Yeah.
they look as good as well.
Yeah.
They look like Jesus sandals, don't they, a bit? That's what my kids would call me. Why you got Jesus sandals on, Dad? Why are you wearing Jesus sandals? Speaking of devil, why are you out of bed?
Well, they had running shoes too, so ones that
shoes.
look like running shoes. Yeah.
I wouldn't be seeing them shoes, to be honest. They
I
look
would
like
definitely get running.
Oh, they had
shoes.
hiking shoes. They had ones that look like gladiator shoes. Here's the gladiator shoe style. Let's see what we got here.
I've been trying to get my on that, without being too pricey.
There you go. I guess they give you pimply legs too, so.
Mate, they look like medieval hobbit shoes.
Yeah, they do.
Richard's got it.
Like,
Hobbit shoes.
and they've got them on Conan's legs. I think
That
that. Look at all the pimples.
That can't be a true
Oh
knight.
my God.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, they're styling. Yeah, yeah.
Yuck. Yuck. Ew.
I'm missing the
No,
fashion
that's not
show.
styling. I don't care what dance you do. You could be sliding across the floor like Michael fucking Jackson. They still look like shit.
You don't want those? Oh, those are
Hell
beauty.
no.
I wonder if they give you like a a fur robe with those. Maybe some Viking hat with some horns and
Going to call my mother.
rename you Bjork or whatever.
Yarn. Yeah, yarn.
All right, guys, we're at 5:00. That's my cutoff point. Thank you all for coming up. Much love to you all.
Thank you.
Thank
Okay.
you much. Thank you all.
Very
See
much
you back,
enjoyed it.
y'all.
You guys have a great
I'll
day.
be on later. Bye bye.
Yes.
See you later.
Good
Much
night.
love.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Good night.
Bye.
I don't know what I'm talking about, but I'll be on later.